folks, let's welcome everybody to the party. Let's welcome everybody to the stock market crash that many of us have been experiencing for a little while now. If you watch my YouTube channels and if you've been buying any small cap stocks, it's felt like we've been in a stock market crash for a little bit, right? A lot of us have been getting absolutely destroyed on so many different stocks. But meanwhile, there's been a group of folks out there, the index fund investors, the folks that are in big tech that are like, hey man, I don't feel any pain. There's nothing happening with my stocks. My stocks are just going up, right? And let's just welcome everybody in because, everybody's getting hit now, right? If you've been buying any small caps, you know it hasn't been great for us, right? Look at Cathie Wood's ARK fund, right? We know it hasn't been good for Cathie Wood's ARK fund. A 52-week high for that fund, the ETF's at $159, right? Here today, it's $95. It hasn't looked good for Cathie Wood's ARK fund. Hasn't looked good for a ton of small caps. We've been destroyed recently, right? Well, everybody's getting to the party now. Look at Netflix recently, right? Netflix on November 17th was $691. It's $590-something here today. $100 drop in Netflix stock price in that's a snap of fingers. I mean, that is a quick amount of time. We're talking... That's in a month. Literally in a month, they just lost $100 a share, right? Apple, the unstoppable, invincible Apple, just dropped now about $11 a share. This is a stock that it was like, they can't drop. Like, this is the one that's holding everything up. And here today, trading under $170, which is a big, downward move for the stock in a very short amount of time. Because literally on the 15th, this was a $180 stock. So in that quick of amount of time for the invincible Apple, that's a pretty big move there. Okay, Amazon. Look at Amazon. I thought this was interesting. Amazon stock hasn't moved since August of 2020 now. So this isn't really a stock that's caught up into necessarily a crash, right? But the fact is, this stock in August of 2020 was $3,400 a share. And here today, it's $3,300 a share. This stock is down since August of 2020. Like, that's crazy to even think about, right? Like, literally, that's just crazy to think about. Like, especially when you consider how many of the other big tech stocks have been doing phenomenal. And there you have the beast that is Amazon, hasn't done a dang thing in almost a year and a half now, and is technically down, right? Like that's just crazy there. Look at Mr. Softy. Even Mr. Softy's starting to fall now, which is another kind of in the same group as Apple, where it's like these stocks that are seen as like, they only go up, they never go down, right? At least recently it seemed like that. And here we are with Microsoft, Mr. Softy now, at the lowest it's been in a little bit here, right? 342 the stock was at on December 10th, and now it's 319. And this goes back to, once again, everybody was like, well, man, the stock market's so easy. Put money in index funds, put money in Apple, Microsoft, Google, the big dogs, and just make money, right? And a lot of us that have been individually stock picking, right? Especially buying a lot of small caps last few months, we've felt like the idiots of the bunch, right? Because there we are, we're buying a stock, and we're down 10%, 20%, 30%, and we're like, oh my gosh, and people are like, dude, just put your money in Apple and Microsoft. This is easy money, right? And even those sorts of stocks are feeling. And look at how fast this has happened, right? This was December 10th, which was a $342 stock. It's dropped $23 a share. Like, boom, in a snap of fingers like that for a good old Mr. Softy. Look at JP Morgan now, right? JP Morgan was $171, $172 on October 22nd. Now it's $154 stock for the, biggest big dog bank of them all. And by the way, I have some, there's going to be some interesting stuff that happens with large caps in January, in my opinion. Goldman Sachs, look at this one. On November 2nd, Goldman Sachs was $424 a share. Here today, it is $371 a share. That's about $50 a share it has lost in literally a matter of about a month and a half, right? That's, for a huge market cap like a Goldman Sachs, that's not a small amount at all, okay? And that could have a lot more fall there as well. And it goes beyond just stocks. Look at Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin, if we go back to November 8th, 2021, Bitcoin was trading at 67,000 plus. I think technically intraday that day it hit 69,000. Here today, I mean, it's dropped $20,000 per Bitcoin, right? Now it's at $47,000 here today. That's a big, large drop for Bitcoin, and no one really knows where the bottom is. That's the thing with this one. It's just continued to fall and fall and fall, and it gives you some glimpses of hope, and then just keeps falling, and no one really knows where the bottom is. I think there's obviously a lot of risk in crypto, but that's just the crypto market, right? There's always going to be some cryptos that are tearing it up, and there's always going to be some time periods that, crypto goes through, and it goes through really tough time periods. And I think that's what a lot of folks got to understand when it comes to, if you're, playing with crypto, is you can expect to go through a multi-year bear cycle for crypto. That's always a possibility, and that's one of the risks I've always thought about in investing in any crypto brokerage. Like, obviously, I'm investing in Voyager. The biggest risk for a Voyager is if we get into a multi-year bear market for cryptocurrencies, like Bitcoin and all the others, man, that's going to make it a really tough market, because let's be honest, what attracts most people to crypto is the money, right? They see things going up left and right, and they're like, oh my gosh, there's so much money to be made in crypto. Let me start a crypto account. Let me start putting money in crypto. That's what attracts most people to this. Most people aren't attracted by anything else. They're attracted from the money, and when the money goes away, no different than the stock market. Stock market is the same way, right? Folks get, look at where we were at December of last year, January of 2021, right? Everybody's attracted by the money. Oh my gosh, it's so easy to make money from stocks. I want to start taking stock market investing serious. And then when all some times get tough, everybody dips out, right? Now, I'm out of that. And so the same exact thing can happen with crypto here. And I think, below 40,000 is going to be a really interesting level. If Bitcoin breaks 40,000, I think that's a level where a lot of folks that have been into crypto really just for the money are going to end up dropping out. So this is going to be an important one to watch in 22. Tesla my Tesla. Oh, good old Tesla, right? Look at this one. So, I mean, $1,200 plus back on November 4th. And here we are today at $900. That one just fell off a mountain. That's the best way you can put it. Fell off a mountain. But I think it's important to understand that back in September, Tesla was in the $700 range. So even at $900, it's still up significantly versus where it was at in the fall time. So I say that, as somebody that's a big Tesla shareholder, and has been a big Tesla shareholder for years, I say that to kind of caution people. And if you think this is for sure the bottom in Tesla or something like that, I'm just going to say it's very much likely not, right? It could be, but I'm just saying, literally, when you go back a few months ago and you were in the 700s, there's no telling Tesla could go back there, right? Plus, in 22, we're going to have to listen to everybody talk about all the competition that's coming and everybody that's launching vehicles, because 22 is a big year for a lot of companies getting their actual EVs in the market in terms of actually on the road. So we're going to have to hear about all that in 22, and there's going to be all those worries. So, for this one to go back to $700, that could happen literally in a matter of a couple weeks. You just got to understand that with Tesla stock. Look what's happened just in a matter of a month and a half. The stock dropped $300 plus a share in a month and a half. So believe me, as somebody that's been a shareholder of this company for many, many years now, you got to understand with Tesla, this is an ultra volatile stock, and when it's going great and it's to the moon for Tesla, and when it starts going bad, it gets really rough, really, really dang fast. Okay, the fact is, in this sort of market right now, there's nowhere to hide. Okay, this is nowhere to hide market at the moment. I think, if you look at the price activity in a lot of these small caps, there's something I noticed here today. I want to pull something up. I just opened my Hungry Bull watch list here, okay? Pfizer was up today. We should expect that, right? SAM was up today 1% on a huge downward day for the market. Oh, that's interesting, because SAM's been one of those stocks that sold off heavily, right? Purple was up today. GoodRx was up today. Nordstrom were all stocks that were up today, right? When you have these sorts of stocks that have been devastated, and if you go through most of those stocks outside of Pfizer, they've been hit extremely hard. And so you start running out of sellers for these stocks. And even on a bad day, those stocks go up, right? Look at Uber. Uber was only down 0.08% today. That's massive outperformance versus this market. Honest Company was down 0.13% today. Walgreens was only down 0.38% today. You start running out of sellers. Look at the Chef. The Chef was down less than 2% today, right? When you're talking about a lot of these stocks that have already been hammered, you start running out of sellers, right? Now, I'm going to do two more videos like that today. One is I bought $83,000 worth of a stock today. I haven't made a move that big in terms of a buy order for one stock in a long time. So I'm going to cover that in a video later today. I don't know which channel I'll post on, maybe the main channel, maybe Financial Education 3, we'll see. And then we're going to cover the next big risks to the market that I see in January, okay? 2 more videos coming. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Much love and have a great day. See you in a bit, actually.